Hello, today let's talk about the 10 most important facts, parameters before you're going to buy a balcony solar power system. This plug-in solar system is a small photovoltaic system for generating electrical power. It consists of one or more solar models, an inverter, a low voltage connection, a cable, and a plug for connecting to the final circuit in the network of a consumer household. Before you decide on a balcony power plant, it is an advisable to get information about the comprehensively of different steps. First, of course, the performance. Think about how much power you will need. Since the beginning of 2024, we can constantly feed and allow 800 watts in Germany. In order to ensure the most constant power supply of 800 watts into the home network, we should opt for a more powerful model. With only 800 watts, we will not achieve this because, among other things, a loss of power can occur due to the inverter, and the perfect position of the sun is only given intermittently. A model with 890 watts, for example, or more, is therefore recommended. Of course, in my case, I bought four panels, one converter, and this brings us step by step to the biggest possible wattage. That means 800 watts, because 800 watts can continuously used by ourselves. Yeah. But if it is not direct sunlight, for example, and of course the reducing of the wattage by using the converter or something else, you will need so much panels you can get. You can see this in that video here. I started with two panels, then the third panel is added, and the fourth panel gives the ultimate power state that is in nearly one line with the 800 watt voltage. That's possible. The wattage is going to a good four panel device or four panel system, which continuously, while the sun is shining, gives you a lot of power for that. So you have to look what performance you like to have. Of course, four panels are not cheaper than two, of course. So you have to look by yourselves how much performance you are going to need for your balcony power plant. Then, of course, the size and the weight. We observe the dimensional and the weight of the PV models. The PV model itself is around about 25 kilogram, and if you're on the rooftop, on a flat rooftop, it is really especially important if we have limited spaces, for example. But if we have a flat rooftop, you can handle this by using the stones, the white, additionally to the PV to the PV models, to the panels too, of course, because 1 square meter you can handle 150 kilogram, and if you get the weight with the stones onto your PV modules or panels, each can handle 13 up to 15 of it. That's the maximum weight of there, but it should be handled there. This is the size, of course. The size is another page. If you do not have so much space, it is more recommended to get this on your house or itself, your house or rooftop, or of course in the garden area maybe, or at the ceiling, or not the ceiling, on the walls of your house is possible to make an installation profit there. Then, of course, we have the location and the orientation. Depending on the installation location, the alignment of the modules can be decisive for the performance of our balcony power plant. We make sure that the model receive as much sunlight as possible, of course. That means the location should be in open range if it's possible, of course, and you can make alignment with the south. Look to the south with the panels. This is the best area which we can perform. Of course, you can use east or west location area. This is okay, but the north direction should be not good for that. So you can have a look that your balcony power plant's panels are looking at the right side. Then, of course, you should make a lift of 18% or 20% degrees, 20 degrees, 15 up to 30 degrees are possible with a liftage for each panel. This is a better position into the sun corridor. So that means we should receive as much sunlight as possible. Models that are thoroughly for mounting the options should be able to change the tilt and the angle to optimize the placement and installation of the balcony power plant. And technology and quality. We should pay attention to special features such as bifacial modules, BIF, ACAL. This is really important. Or we can have N-type solar cells, which can increase the performance and the service life. Because on the market, often there are older models, but for a high price, so you have to look. The big fact is look for bifacial modules or N-types. And the performance guarantee. The quality features a long warranty period. For example, 20 years, 25 years at least. And connectivity and monitoring. This is a big fact behind that, I think. Because models with Wi-Fi function and associated apps allow for real-time monitoring of the power production. We avoid inverters with the additional DTU components that complicate the operations and do not make a user-friendly connection to the mobile phone too. And customer service and delivery time, a good customer service and a fast delivery times can make the difference in a purchase decision. And value for the money. We take into account the value for the money to make the best decision. And compare the cost with the features afforded to the expected performance determined the amortization. And of course, future-proofing. We check that the system is compatible with the future legislative changes of technology developments. For example, an inverter that can feed in the permitted 800 watt, not only 600. And certification and standards. Make sure that the balcony power plant meets all German standards. This not only ensures the safety and quality, but it can also be important for registration and possible subsidize and in assurance questions. And if you're going to use these steps, you should buy a good balcony solar power system, a small photovoltaic system, to generate electrical power for yourself, for your pocket, and for the nature. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe me and give me a positive feedback, and I hope to see you again on my channel. Soon.